Hey guys, Naturally Marked here. Welcome back to my channel. But before we get into this video, I see you, see me. So I want to see you press the subscribe button and become part of the fam, you guys. So let's get right into this video. Today, I want to just point out maybe 3 or 4 worst protective styles you could possibly get. So if you're interested in this video, then just keep watching. Protective style that is really not a protective style is box braids. I'm so sorry to tell you, but box braids are not a protective style. I can speak from experience. I've had box braids twice in my life with a weave in my hair. I will leave the pictures if I can find them and remember to put them in this video. But I will leave both of the pictures of when I had weave in my hair and I had box braids. The first time my aunt did my hair was when I first moved to Seattle. I didn't know what I was going to do in my hair. I had no clue. I was nervous, like, oh my gosh, I just went natural. I'm not sure what I'm doing with my hair. And I had my aunt put box braids in my hair, and then she did a great job. My aunt did a great job. I experienced no breakage, no nothing. The second time I had box braids in my hair, I went to an African lady here in Seattle, which that was my first time having anybody touch my hair in probably 7 years. It was a while. But she did my hair and I absolutely loved the way she did my hair. She did not grip my edges up to the gods. They was not snatched to the gods, and God did not have to try to resurrect my edges like he resurrected Lazarus. He did not have to resurrect my edges from when my aunts did box braids or when the African lady did box braids in my hair. I did a lot of research. But what I noticed when I had my box braids in my hair, even though the installation was good, and that's like the first thing. These box braids that a lot of people are getting are not installated well at all. Like when you have your edges snatched and pulled so tight, first off, you already caused breakage right there. Second off, the weight of the hair, and now I'm speaking for me because I didn't have no problem with breakage or anything like that because my box braids, once again, was styled correctly or installed correctly. But with box braids, they're so heavy. And I know I already have a lot of hair, but box braids are so heavy. And when your box braids start growing out probably after a month or so, and then the hair starts kind of just twirling and twining on each other, and then the weight of the braids is just pulling on your new growth, sis, that is not helping your hair grow faster out of your scalp. That is putting weight and damage on your scalp. And then along with box braids, people like to style their box braids up in like these little tight, spirally, cinnamon looking buns and stuff. That is putting so much strain on your edges. Like, I can tell you how many times I pulled my box braids up when I had them in my head. Once. And that was to take them down, and I had them pulled up in like a little stocking to take each braid down. But box braids are not a protective style. They do more harm than good. So if you want to get box braids, I will say get them. Make sure you do your research if you want to get box braids, because I was curious. I wanted to get box braids. I wanted to have that look, and I wanted to have color in my hair this last time. So I got box braids, and like I said before, they were heavy. And I was experiencing nausea, dizzy spells, and it was from having the weight of the braids in my hair, and it was just a lot. The weave, the weight of the hair, it was just too much. So that is just really a protective style that's not a protective style. The next style that is kind of considered a protective style that I think is so funny when I see it on YouTube is, okay, I do slick down buns, but my slick down buns are not slicked down like that. But if I'm wanting to protect my hair in a bun, I will slick my hair down with conditioner only, and then tie my hair rag on and let my hair mold naturally from it being wet. But when I see pounds and pounds and pounds and pounds of gel thrown throughout the entirety of people's hair. And then they are brushing the crap out of their edges and then making the seasick waves in their hairline to create this nice looking bun and then call it a protective style. It's like, bro, that is not a protective style depending on how long you leave your hair in the bun. Buns can be very damaging to your hair as well. I'm speaking from experience. I used to do it and it's not protecting nothing. Like, another thing is, I don't know how people mini twist and call it a protective style and they put gel in their mini twist. I don't know, maybe it's to hold their hair better, but I'm thinking if you put any type of gel in your hair, it's going to dry it out, it's going to get crunchy, then you're going to have to wash your hair really soon. And we don't want our hair dry. Like, this to me is a protective style. There's no gel, it's just Vaseline, and my hair is really hydrated, my ends are protected, and even my ends kind of rubbing on my shirt like this, I would almost kind of say it kind of gives you single strand knots, but neither here nor there. Not here nor there. We are talking about putting your hair in a bun and it's so tight at the back of your head, and if you leave your hair like that, you can cause breakage from doing little seasick waves, and then also breakage around your nape area. If you didn't pull your nape area out, you can also get breakage there. So these little buns with gel in them and then doing your waves constantly over time will start breaking your hair off, and you will see the breakage like over time if you keep doing these things to your hair. The very last thing that I want to talk about with protective styles that's not a protective style. So with the buns, if you put like the little rubber band around the front of your hair and you just leave it like that and your hair is dry, you're not putting no type of moisture in your hair, you are actually causing your hair to break off. Like, just period. You are causing your hair to break off. I did it. If I can find another picture, I will insert that picture for you guys. But everything that I tell you guys is just speaking from experience. Like, it benefited my hair not one bit, leaving my hair in a low bun with a little tight rubber band around my hair, or even thinking that I was gonna put gel in my hair. It's like, oh, I can leave it for a couple of days or a week or whatever. It's like, no, your hair needs to be free, and it doesn't want to be tightly bound down like that with gel and whatnots around your hair. Is just crazy. So the other thing that I have personally never done, but I see it a lot, is wigs with a leave out. So you got like the little U part wig, and then this part of your hair is out, and then the rest of the wig is either a curly texture or straight texture, but you're black. So what are you doing to this part of your hair? Like, I've always wanted to ask that, like, oh my god, so you're doing a protective style, but this part in the middle, this U part, you're gonna be effing bald. Like, seriously, you're gonna be so bald because you are manipulating this part of your hair. And if you think about it, where does black people go bald at most of the time? Right here. Like, black man, like, we thin, black people thin right here first in the middle. So it's like, I would not be doing a protective style with a U-part wig, constantly blow drying or straightening this part of your hair constantly. Because if you think about it, it's like you're doing so much damage to this part of your hair, and then the rest of your hair is going to be thick. Like, you're going to be walking around looking like George Jefferson or something. I think that's his name. Like, you're going to be walking around looking quite crazy once you take your U-part wig off and all of this is thick, but then the main part in the middle of your hair is thin. It's like, what are you going to do with that? You can't do nothing with that. Like, you didn't protect nothing at all with manipulating the middle of your head like that. Like, it's funny, but it's not funny, because it's like you really think you're doing good, but you're doing more harm than good to certain areas of your hair. So those are my little thoughts of protective styles that's supposed to be protective styles, but they're really not protective styles if you sit down and look at exactly what is happening to your hair if you continuously do these styles over and over and over again. So I really hope you guys enjoy this video. Please let me know if you do any of these styles and if you realize that, hey, these are not the styles that I need to do to actually grow my hair. Leave comments down below, and thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.